we finally talk about the movie Trap Ashes. You can also check this one out on Netflix on streaming. But I actually enjoyed the movie. I decided about the DVD. Special features, filmmakers and cast commentary, Stanley's girlfriend director's cut episode, The Girl with the Golden Breast original cut episode, a look inside is a four-part making of Trap Ashes, and each of the stories that have been told also, deleted scenes, has subtitle in English and Spanish, and widescreen, and the audio. Same shit with the audio, doubly sounded and stuff. But it's definitely awesome special features, by the way. The movie itself with the anthology horror stories, I actually enjoy them. I actually like them. Um, First of all, about this woman, she looked like a hologram type of girl, like trying to make it big and acting. So she got her boobs done, and she realized that the boobs that was implanted on her, they were like dead people boobs. They were like vampire titties. Yeah, vampire titties, man. Fuck. And she got to suck blood, so she could be alive, like she could be healthy in her youth. And she was getting involved with her big boobs, but her titties are vampire titties, man. I don't want to ruin the ending. It was just pretty fun stuff, man. Second story was awesome too. About these two couples in Japan. The woman was seeing this painting in the museum. This unknown Japanese guy come up to her, talking, whispering sweet something in her ears. Then he left. And you see the special effects from the pain of the woman being like molested by this demon, taken to the cave. And with the two couples went back to their apartment. The woman started having fantasies about this guy, and then she realized the guy that she met in the museum hanged himself in the cemetery, and he was like part of the temple. But really the guy was actually a demon, and the demon was possessed of the woman, like trying to take sexual advantage of her, and then he started taking the woman to the cave, and then her man talked to the priest, and the priest gave the man this paper so he could go into the cave and save his woman. When he was saving the woman, um, it was fun because it had like anime style while he was battling the demon. Like it was anime style done, and he put the letter in the woman's mouth, and pretty much she was saved. But stay tuned for the ending. There's a really good twist ending with each story. The third story is John Saxon's story when he starts telling about him and his best friend, how they have something in common. And then one day his friend met this woman, and then he heads off to Europe, and the woman ended up hooking up with the friend's best friend, played by John Saxon, and he was kind of like depressed because his friend left, and the woman was with him for a while. She left, and then years later, his friend that went to Europe died. Like he said, he found these movies of this woman that she did movies like in the 1900s. So he was saying that she was like a vampire or a witch. And then you get the fourth story about this woman that her and her sister were both twins, but her sister's actually a tapeworm. And then when her mother was committed to the hospital, her father ended up taking her to America, but then her stepmother starts starving her to death because she likes to hide food and stuff. So the tapeworm came out, went to the stepmother's pussy, started trying to eat her up and shit. But then you get the fifth story, which is the mystery story, where Red Wives are telling them, "You sure each of your stories are true when you're trying to get out of this house?" You know. And before I actually say this part, but in the beginning of the movie, all these characters went to a Hollywood movie studio thing and they want to go inside this house. So pretty much in the beginning of the movie, they had to tell stories about the true dark story, like true dark secret, like a scary story, which is true, to order to get out the house, and that's how these stories been played about. But like I said, when it gets to the end with the Ray Wise character who's hosting this, he was like the dodgy horror host in a way. He started pointing them out that each of your stories are not 100% true. So the truth. And then he started revealing the truth on what they were really about and the real reason why they were in this house. This is the style of this movie is similar to I think Vault of Horror, that old anthology horror, when the guys had to tell the stories about themselves, and then you end up realize why they were there in the first place. Trap Ash is similar to that style. Definitely faithful to those old school horror movies, but with their own twist, with their own modern day twist to it. Um, the directors, I forgot there were big name directors in this movie too. That directed these anthology horror: Sean Cunningham, Joe Dante, John Gaeta, Monte Hellman, and Ken Russell. So I was like, wow, I forgot about the directors. They were really cool, big time directors in this movie, in my opinion. Definitely pick this up. This was done in 2006. Trap Ashes. Definitely gonna be part of my collection now. Peace, guys, and see you.